Hey gang, it's JC and this is the Daily Dose for Thursday, March 24th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Great archives at the top of the page. Punch around and have fun up there. And JC's Eye Candy feature is right along here on the bottom strip. Have fun with that too. Every day we try to put up something really different and interesting, and we got a good one today, which I'll talk about here in just a couple of minutes. My voice, again, sounds like, 20,000 pounds of whale dung. This is something that is going around. McGraw-Milhaven missed his show yesterday, and the guy that replaced him was losing his voice. Smash finally got out of the hospital. He had the flu and pneumonia, and I'm just forging ahead. All I can say is better this week than next. I mean, he's getting very, very busy around the old homestead here, as we've been telling you on the Big 550 KTRS. Well, first of all, Sunday night is the big show. Now, the doors are going to open at 4 o'clock at Helen Fitzgerald's on Sunday evening, and Bo Bice will appear at about 4:30, and then opening act will go on at 4:45. Bo Bice hits the stage for his show at about 6 o'clock, and all the proceeds benefit the Sunset Hills tornado victims. And again, this was the New Year's Eve tornadoes, and there's still a lot of families that are trying to get their lives back and back together and that sort of stuff. So we're going to try and raise a little money. Only $10 to get in, and nobody's going to yell at you if you give more than $10. There's going to be an auction, a silent auction. I know that everybody who pays their $10 and walks in the front door is going to get a raffle ticket, and I know they got a party box at Busch Stadium for one of the Cardinal games. So all this stuff is going on. They can hold about 750 people on Sunday evening at Helen Fitzgerald's, so we want to pack the place. And again, Bo Bice, who came in second place behind Carrie Underwood in the season, it's a 2005 season of American Idol. So it should be good. Bo puts on a good show, by the way. Some of the stuff he's been playing lately is awesome. I mean, it's really, really good stuff. So should be a good show. And Trish Gazelle is going to be there, and Triple C is coming also on Sunday evening. So we hope to see you at Helen Fitz's. By the way, no advance ticket sales. Just got to stand in line and get in. That's how the whole thing works. So we will see you. I've been asked to MC the event, so that is Sunday evening. And then, of course, we get into high gear because opening day is a week from today. It's Thursday of next week, March 31st. By the way, I peeked ahead at the weather forecast because we're going to have some just awful, nasty, disgusting weather here for the next couple of days. Going to be right on the rain-snow line, and it's going to be cold and wet and disgusting. And then on Wednesday, it's supposed to warm up to about 50, and I saw now they're calling for sunshine at about 58, 59 degrees for opening day on Thursday, which I will take after what we're going to have to endure here the next couple of days. So anyhow, opening day live from Hooters at 7th and Chestnut. Get it? Hooters, Chestnut. So we'll see you there, and Trish and I will be there, and it's our big 4-hour show. And I know you're saying, wait a minute, you guys are on from 10 to 1. How's that 4 hours? McGraw gave us an hour of his show, and so we're going to do our opening day show. This is the one that's in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown in the archives. So we try to freshen it up. I got a thing about Jack Buck that you're going to love, because I try to do something new, try to get some new stuff into the show every year, and did not get a chance to do it last year. So we've been saving stuff up, and it'll be a good show. A week from today, March 31st, opening day, 9 in the morning until 1 live from Hooters. So Elizabeth Taylor checks out, and thankfully Tito and LaToya Jackson checked in with a eulogy. Jesus. Mickey Rooney, Larry King, Liza Minnelli, Barry Manilow, Joan Collins. Really? When I die, I hope I do better than that. By the way, those pigs, those creeps from the Westboro Baptist Church out in Kansas are going to protest Elizabeth Taylor's funeral because she was a gay-friendly AIDS activist. Here we go. I'm telling you, somebody needs to smack these people. Elizabeth Taylor, by the way, not exactly a good luck charm health-wise. I mean, when you look at this, it's amazing. When she was 12 years old and filming National Velvet, she fell off her horse, and that started what would become chronic back pain and other injuries from the fall off the horse. And that was just the start of a long line of health problems. In 1961, emergency tracheotomy, that's right, tracheotomy. Severe respiratory problems in 1990, double hip replacement surgery in 1995, irregular heartbeat in 96, a year later, benign brain tumor, 1998, broken back, second broken back in 1999, pneumonia in 2000, skin cancer 2002, 03, broken foot, 2009 heart surgery, not to mention the congestive heart failure that she suffered from for the last couple of years, and not to mention Larry Fortensky. some time ago, the New York Times worked up an obituary for Elizabeth Taylor. All of the big networks and big newspapers do that. They and once you hit about once you hit about 60 years old, they don't want to be caught with their pants down and having to research things at the last second. So they have these obituaries that they write well in advance of somebody's death. And so they have them, and they just store them in the computer files, whatever the case may be. And then when the person dies, they just pull it out. Maybe have to update it, freshen it with a couple of lines, and boom, it's in the paper or it's on TV. Television networks have a lot more to worry about there because you got to go on video and everything. So a couple of years ago, this guy by the name of Mel Gusso was given the responsibility of drawing up the obituary for Elizabeth Taylor for the New York Times. Well, she outlived him because this is 2011 and he died in 2005. I think that's amazing. All right, so Marvin Gaye songs all over the place last night on American Idol, and this guy Jacob Lusk. And I could imagine a scenario. Where this kid could win the whole thing. He did You're All I Need to Get By. And in the heat of the moment, and there's some discussion about this because it's sort of garbled a little bit, but we think we heard Randy Jackson call it the best performance in the history of American Idol. He may have just gotten a little bit carried away there. I still think that James, the kid with the mild autism, has a good shot, and also Pia is going to be in there too, but it's getting interesting, I will say that. It's fun. We like watching the show. All right, so a couple of days ago we told you that Julianne Moore is going to play Sarah Palin in Game Change. This is the John Heilemann book from last year, and they're going to do an HBO movie about this, and now we hear that Ed Harris is going to play John McCain. So if you've seen any of Ed Harris recently, I think his last big role was probably, no, he's done something since Pollock. I'm trying to remember what else he's done. Anyhow, he'll be able to do it. He's a good actor. All right, a new book claims that back in 1973, it was a Donald Sutherland movie with Julie Christie called Don't Look Now. It was a thriller, and there was a sex scene in this movie. And there is a reporter in Hollywood now who is insisting that back in 73, that Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie, by the way, in those days, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Wow, was she an attractive female. But anyhow, the book claims that they actually were doing it in the sex scene, that they weren't faking it, that they were actually doing it. It's like Chloe Sevigny in Brown Bunny. Well, check that out sometime and tell me she wasn't faking that, or that she was faking it. Christina Aguilera is selling her Beverly Hills mansion for $13.5 million. From the looks of her lately, just sort of looking at the way she looks lately, I'm sure she's selling a house because it doesn't have enough kitchens. All right, it was on this date in 1992 that a Chicago judge settled the Milli Vanilli class action suit, approving cash rebates of up to $3 to anyone proving they bought Milli Vanilli music before November 27th of 1990, when they finally realized that these guys were not even singing and that they were just doing the music videos and there was somebody else doing the music. It was a big scandal. And we did the story maybe 2-3 weeks ago that apparently they're making a movie about this, and I don't know if it's one of those cable movies like HBO or something like that, or whether it's going to be a movie in a theater, but I think it's a great idea for a movie. We shall see. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. I'm as disgusted by what's happening here, the weather, the last couple of days. I mean, it's been beautiful. When I say the last couple of days, I mean knowing that the end was coming. It's a dirty trick to play on you to have it be 75, 80 degrees for 4 or 5 days, and then all of a sudden, not only the bottom just doesn't fall out, the bottom completely falls out, and we're going to be I'm looking right now, and there's a couple of just wild-ass snow flurries going around. So we don't need any of that. But I have good news, because it's only almost exactly 2 months from Memorial Day, and that's when they open the pools. It's only 2 months away. Hell, opening day is in a week, so warm weather can't be too far behind. So we found this website that is running something called the 25 most seductive water scenes in movies, and the Phoebe Cates scene at the pool in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You guessed it. And there's 1 or 2 little spots of nudity, so if you don't like that stuff, don't look at it. But the 25 most seductive water scenes in movies. There's something nice about girls in bikinis, just all slippery. Guys like that sort of stuff. So now you know you have You have your mission, ladies. I've told you. Now you know what to shoot for. So anyway, you can check that out on JC's Eye Candy. It's right below what you're looking at right now. I'm going to stop talking here because otherwise I ain't going to have no voice and I ain't going to have no radio show, and then that's going to just totally suck. So let's cut it here for today. JC's Daily Dose for Thursday, March 24th, 2011. A combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Don't forget Helen Fitzgerald's Bo Bice. Sunday night, doors open at 4 o'clock. And then opening day a week from today at Hooters downtown. It'll sound great on the air too. So that's it. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.